Sagittarius, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you are watching this, Saggy, trust there is a message here for you. If you are returning, welcome back. Great to have you here. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Ooh, I'm really looking forward to bringing you through this message. If you do enjoy it, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit subscribe. Keeps the readings flowing around here, the channel growing, helps me connect with your energy. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from. You know I love to hear. This is interesting. I love this believe in the impossible energy. Blue moon, once in a blue moon, something happening, a chance encounter, a needle in a haystack, just when you least expect it. Got a time for healing as well, balsamic moon, a sigh of relief. I feel a soothing of high emotions as well. So you're being asked to believe in the impossible, have unshakable belief. And we have the moon energy coming through, which gets me thinking, do you know your moon placement, Sagittarius? Because that can be really enlightening in terms of our emotional, our intuitive element, what is hidden. Of course, you will need your birth chart to access that information. And if you are interested, I can recommend ASTOPIA, which is a beautifully crafted app that I personally use. You can download that, pop your details in, and get a very thorough birth chart because your astrology is so much more than your sun sign. It's also like a well of information, cosmic insights, daily horoscopes. You can compatibility check your partners, which is an awesome feature. And also find out how all of the planetary movements and aspects personally impact you. So I will pop a link down below to the ASTOPIA app because as you know, or you may not know, but you know now, tarot and astrology really do go hand in hand and closely align. So I'll link you to the ASTOPIA app, first link down below. All right, wow, I love this. We've got infinite potential. Not sure if that's Archangel Michael or Gabriel there, but there is a protection around you, a divine orchestration. Infinite potential, believe in the impossible. Something can still happen. A time for healing. Could it be the healing of a situation? Could you be in separation? Could this be a breakup? Could you have gone through something in terms of health or financial health? We've been told there's still potential. Let's keep moving. I just love the colours in that card. Obviously, they're Wild Lotus Tarot cards, colours, aren't they? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, I've had the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, but I'm going to choose. There's something here that you've been deeply disappointed over about how it's been going or tracking or what's happened. But the next thing that happens, Seven of Pentacles, is some kind of reevaluation. You're really invested in some kind of journey here, but there has been this feeling of disappointment or loss. Like, for example, you could be trying to conceive a child. There may have been miscarriages. I'm very sorry if that's your story. Maybe you have been trying to move towards better health, but you keep coming up against flares or blocks. The same could be said about if we're trying to build career or financial health. And then all of us, you know, just when we're getting ahead, like something happens and there's a big expense. So I feel like there's been setbacks is what I'm trying to say. But we have this energy of evaluation, reevaluation, and growth. Believe in the impossible. Oh, the Tower. So you might have had a Tower moment. But I also want to say about the Tower is it can be a real, like, sudden energy, and it depends on the other cards around it. But some of you have had a Tower moment that blocked you from moving ahead towards a goal, a real destabilization here. But maybe that had to happen. For others of you, we've got an out of the blue energy coming in. Yeah, High Priestess. Okay, so together with the High Priestess, this is very much this energy of something sudden happening that shifts. The High Priestess is pre-Empress energy, she being number 3 in the Major Arcana, and we're sort of right at the threshold or the gateway, and we know that the Empress has to do with health, wealth, vitality, abundance, growth, fertility. You've been through the shadow, you've been through the shade, which I think is the tower, a disappointment, a betrayal, a loss, a diagnosis, like whatever it is for you, a setback. But now you will know the light, and now that's making sense here with the divine protection coming through. I feel like that's Archangel Michael. So maybe you had to know both sides of the coin, which can seem unfair, but somewhat necessary to understand the full spectrum of the situation. Oof, Temperance. So that is your card, Sagittarius. And it follows on from the Death card. And the Death card indicates where we thought things had died down, where there was no possibility, where there wasn't any growth, where there was endings. But this is the energy of things coming back together towards a balance point, a divine sweet spot. Temperance talks about it all coming together, and it is the angelic energy. There could be a past loved one guiding this from the other side, or some kind of divine protection from your spirit team. In this particular version of Temperance, though, Saggy, I always notice how she's looking out towards that field of dreams, right? That beautiful field of flowers. And, that's such a classic metaphor, isn't it? Running through the field of flowers, feeling free and healthy and, really joyful. And I think you're about to cross that threshold. We had that message with the High Priestess as well. So Temperance, something's tempering, something's mediating, something's almost time. It's almost time. And then suddenly the impossible happens. 10 of Swords. But it's on the back of a real hard situation. I always notice in this card how the Ace of Swords appears in it, though. And it talks about like the silver lining of loss. It talks about having to know the darkness to know the light. You've been through some kind of dark night of the soul through this. The 10 of Swords in the traditional version has the sun on the horizon. Because what it means is that sometimes we have to know the darkest of darks of nights, or dark, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, to really know the light. And the Ace of Swords here is truth, it's clarity, it's victory. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's make the spread. Do you know what's at the bottom of the deck? I'll give you one guess. I use an abbreviation for it if you watch my readings. Did you guess? It's the Waff. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's things turning around. All right, so I felt called to take both of these cards. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Now, the 5 of Pentacles, again, like there has been something profoundly difficult here. Like there could be financial loss or like a health situation, having to move out of a home. Like 5 of Pentacles, alienated, left out in the dark, cold, horrible. But there is some kind of doorway here or new beginning in the form of the Ace of Wands that brings growth, energy, healing, passion. Like I said, I'm reading an energetic pattern, so this could be playing out in multiple different ways for all of you. Could be a new job opportunity, getting signed off for finance, finding the new home, reconnecting with that person that left, who's reevaluated. You get the idea. The Wheel of Fortune is things turning around. It's a shift. It's the sliding doors moment that opens up the next 10-year cycle. Maybe timing wasn't quite right before. Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, alignment, the Tower. Things are turning around in your favor, and this is opening up a new cycle. Maybe things had to fall apart to fall back together stronger. Maybe you needed to go through some healing and you could only do that on your own, but it felt, 5 of Pentacles, like you were being cut off in some way. Believe in the impossible. There is infinite potential within this situation. I think things are just getting started. Sag, I'm going to leave it here. If you'd like to follow up with a personal reading or healing to tune this energy for you specifically, I will link you to my website below. Do check out the ASTOPIA app, especially if you want to compatibility check someone or find out more about your specific personalized astrology. I'll link you to my socials, Instagram and TikTok, as I'm very interactive over there. And I am just wishing you so much love and magic. Do take care, Sag. Bye for now.